get our bucket truck in here once we get some more plywood and stuff down. Set up here, we're gonna have a permit. Line's gonna be grounded and dead for us. We're gonna be super close. Deal with this standing poplar first, remove that, get it out of our way. We're gonna set a running bowline around the poplar that it's hung up in and capture both pieces, as well as a running bowline on the front stem that's busted off with a 5-to-1. We're gonna use the goods to pull the back stem. We're gonna pull everything over the line into the woods together.
Hey, what's up guys? We've got something a little bit different for you all here today. We have some very special guests in this episode. Traveling Seed Tree Care. They're professional utility arborists. They're gonna be taking down a pretty tricky tree. I think you guys are gonna like this one. Just before we get started here today, I want to do a very special shout out to my good friend, Paul Koehler, who runs Climbin for Kids, not for profit, supporting kids of the St. Jude Hospital. You may have seen him at the International Lineman Rodeo, where last year, I believe it was a check for over $100,000 that he was able to donate to the hospital. Paul talked to him a few times on the phone. Really great guy, and it's a really great cause. He also did a podcast with Ryan Lucas on the Powerline podcast. Definitely check that out, guys. We'll hear Paul's story and how he took a very difficult situation and dedicated his life to helping sick children at St. Jude's Hospital. I'll also leave some links below on how you can donate if you are able to. Donate directly. Don't send any money my way. Donate directly to Paul Koehler, Climbin for Kids. I will leave some links also to his Instagram. And if you want to get a hold of him and help out, definitely look him up. Check out that podcast with Ryan Lucas, another really great guy. But let's get back to cutting some trees with Traveling Seed. So in this video, guys, we had a tree break, land in another tree. Break point was like 25 feet up off the ground. Power was out in the area. We were able to use our extendo stick, and Traveling Seed came in, reached as far as I could with the bucket, and we took quite a bit of the weight off the top of this tree. Before the images seen here, this thing was massive. So we got it cleaned up quite a bit. We restored power and came back the next day during daylight to remove the remainder of the tree.
We're gonna get our bucket truck in here once we get some more plywood and stuff down. Set up here, we're gonna have a permit. Line's gonna be grounded and dead for us. We're gonna be super close. Deal with this standing poplar first, remove that, get it out of our way. We're gonna set a running bowline around the poplar that it's hung up in and capture both pieces, as well as a running bowline on the front stem that's busted off with a 5-to-1. We're gonna use the goods to pull the back stem. We're gonna pull everything over the line into the woods together.
So we've got Oliver with us here today, guys. He's gonna be looking after this tree that's a major hazard to our primary line. Top of the poplar trees pretty well snapped off, hung up on itself, and another dead tree.
Work it out. Some stuff started to be set up. This is going to be one of our pull lines running off a redirect there, back to a larger tree with the goods on it there, and then we're going to have the 5-to-1 anchored to a quarter wrap there as well, and we're going to be pulling in unison both pieces at the same time.
So both pieces we're going to be taking care of. This guy right here, the one that's clearly the hazard, and you're going to have another rope on this guy right beside it?
Yeah, capturing both pieces at the same time with a running bowline so that they stay together, so we don't have the busted top fall out and slide down and hit the lines or the fence or damage any of the infrastructure underneath.
So that running bowline's going to be on this guy right here?
Yep. Yeah,
this guy right here where it's fetched up?
Yeah, capture both right in that crotch, and then we're just going to put a running bowline on this stem here.
On this guy right here.
Keep up with it so we don't force that over.
And what about this guy right here? You taking that guy down?
Yes, this will just be mostly just cut and chuck with the bucket truck.
Okay.
It won't be anything too fancy.
So that's why we're taking the permit. You're gonna have your bucket truck set up out there. That's energized right now, 7200 volts. So we'll have that shut off. It will be de-energized and grounded. So when you said the goods, you're referring to the
GRCS, Goods Rigging Control System.
Goods Rigging Control System.
So it's Comes from sailing, the winch on it, but it has a 23-to-1 ratio and a 46-to-1 ratio. Whereas that 5-to-1 is only 5. You can only pull 5 times as much
5
as
times.
you
Okay.
normally can.
Let's take a look at that.
You can crank her up to 46.
46.
46 times.
46 times, however you're pulling.
This is just an impact block we're using for redirect. Just stopper knot in it so we don't lose the rope. But this is going to go here, and then we're going to anchor back on that jack pine, the larger tree there with the GRCS, just to keep it away from the fall zone, basically, because we don't want to damage it. It's
Yeah.
almost a $5,000 device.
Oh, really?
And then this is just our 5-to-1. So simple pulleys, goes back and forth 5 times, gives you a 5-to-1 ratio. There's a little stopper there. We'll use this prusik, put a hitch on our rigging line, take the slack out, capture the slack in the porter rack, and then we'll reset this. We'll release it, reset it, slide it back out, and then continue to pull with it.
Oh, okay. And then the one you referred to as the goods is this guy back here?
We just have the bollard and the case back here, the actual base on Reddy's truck.
Oh, okay.
This is what's going to give us our 46-to-1 Arkin sailing winch.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's got a plate and it'll sit on the tree like this, right about here. And then we're going to put a block up here so we got a straight shot down so we don't tweak anything. This is hand operated.
Okay, just a crank.
It's just a sailing winch, like this, literally made for sailboats.
Okay.
So that in there. So this way is 46-to-1, and this way, or sorry, this is 23-to-1. This is 46-to-1. So it's got a working load limit of 2,000 pounds. You can pick like 4 with it.
Nice.
Oh, it should be good. We got a good plan and get these hazards out of the way.
Right on.
And Reggie's here with plywood.
All right, so we got our plywood here. So we're gonna get that plywood set up. As soon as that plywood's set up, I'll jump in my truck, run it across the plywood, and get the ground on that line. We're gonna set the plywood and get everything in place before we shut power off to minimize the outage to the customer. So we're just gonna walk around the corner, try to get a little better vantage point of the job. Just wanted to mention, it's important to note that these guys are certified utility arborists. Their truck, their boom, their sticks, their equipment, it's all tested according to the standards that are required by both WorkSafe and our company. You can see the top of the tree was already cut clear. During the storm that came by, the first night when the line was out, took quite a bit of the weight off that tree. We had to come up with a little bit more planning to get some plywood to get the truck in there. The ground right now is extremely soft and swampy here, too far for any of the cranes to reach. So they removed the top of the tree initially right from the ground with some telescopic sticks, just to get the weight off and make it somewhat secure.
A little more length. Don't we all?
That one he's got the rope on, you guys are taking that down first, separate?
Yeah, we're gonna take this one out first.
just kind of open up our area so that we can, you know, we don't have anything interfering with our rigging when we do. Because we're gonna take those front two out.
Take them together.
All together. Yeah. Try to keep that hanger still kind of where it's at until it gets to the ground.
Yeah.
Keep that elevation from the lines.
Hopefully that hanger's going to stay right in that tree until it gets past the
We're going to bring them together, right? Because that's where our orange line, or with our running bowline, is going to capture those two trees together. So then with our 5-1 pulling on this front lead and our goods handling that situation up there, it should come down all in one piece.
Stick.
I'll come cut that knot. Grab your throw line from right there. Go! There you go.
Crazy.
Hey, yes sir. Get that bone to the wood.
Watch out for those little knobs.
Yeah.
There's one on the backside. It's around right now. You're gonna have to flip it out.
You got 3 sticks there.
Yeah. Don't tell Oliver what to do. If you get it stuck, I can help. But there you go. There you go.
Just F off and it goes up there, Jake.
Fill up the old barrel. Make sure we lock it off.
Lock it. Locked in.
Yeah, now we'll put a little tension in it.
Yeah.
Then if it wall, we could even put like, we could trip it up, so then it's.
Well, we can put a wrap around the stem almost
Yeah,
like a,
exactly. So then it'll be like, it's like kind of like a half hitch.
yeah, a twist in it.
Yeah. Well, that's that third place throw line shot right there.
That's what we want.
Oh, the orange line to that?
Yeah.
Put your gloves on before you haul that out.
Yeah. Stop or not, like. Oh.
He's ready to roll. There you go, Zachy. Get active.
Oh, is that okay if I do this? Sure. Alright. I'm gonna.
So do you want to run them bowling on that top piece and then wrap the stem?
That's what I think. If we just take the bag and do a loop around the stem, that'd be alright. Try to capture both pieces, but still.
That's good, Zaggy. Ollie, do you want any pre-tension in that?
Are you on good?
We are on the goods.
I'd rather have it need to for at least each trait have
Pre-tension? Would you like pre-tension, Reg? Get body weight in there now.
She's just caught up there on the bark. So,
What?
your line. So give it a quick, like just one crank.
Okay. One crank, 1 through 1 coming. One. One another.
Yeah.
That's 2.
Keep going. No, she's sliding up.
How's that?
Keep going.
What?
Keep going.
We're gonna wait for Jake. You ready?
Yeah.
We'll start cranking a bit together. Red's watching.
Cranking. Or hauling.
What?
Whoa.
How do you hear?
Run these ropes.
That
Run these ropes here.
Just gonna run the ropes, eh?
That's all I do. Right on.
Yeah, so I think like we'll do this back one first, Chris, and lock it forward.
Don't cut your strap.
Yeah, put a wedge.
And then put a wedge, and then we'll release it with the pole saw.
be over here. Don't put any more tension in anything right now, please. No. I'm gonna put my knot. Couple cranks on the goods, Jacob? I can hear you. Just a couple. Low. Yeah. Hold. Yeah. Talk to me normal. Yeah. Hold. Talk to me normal. I can hear you. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. back one first. Yeah. And then we'll get you to pick it up. And then we'll release the front. I just gotta stay allowed the back in here too, right? The front one. Yep. And then you guys are gonna have to just, when I release it, we're gonna see what happens. Beautiful. Alright, pull together, boys. Work together. Yep, pulling. Nice and even.
Keep her coming, Zach.
Perfect. Keep her going.
Yep.
Keep her going. Beautiful, boy. Woo! Hey! There you go. Alright. A little more pre-tension. That's good. I'm going to bore, set my strap. Why the line's moving like that? It's because that little piece, the little hanger was on it. Take over. All you, Jake! Right to the ground. Perfect. Go, boy!
All clear the line, Ridge?
We're all clear.
Right on. All clear the lines, Oliver?
Sir.
Right on, man. I'm gonna go close her in there now.
Perfect.
You're gonna drop that one back that way?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go get some lunch first.
Okay, okay,
We'll
perfect.
deal with that after.
Sounds good, man. I'll go close her in.
Beautiful.
All right, guys. So that went well, other than couldn't quite reach as far as we were hoping to clear some of that mess off the top there with the boom truck. But these boys from Travel and Seed are extremely knowledgeable and professional. So it was a good opportunity to capture some footage of stuff that's kind of over our heads. If I was to cut that, we're not going to have nearly the setup they do for tree removal. So that's why we have utility arborists basically on standby for some of these more complicated cuts where there's some large trees, heavy trees that can cause damage to customers. You've seen the fence that's right underneath, brand new chain link fence. So we get that all taken care of. And you heard my computer dinging. We got some more trouble calls that rolled in, but we're gonna go close the line in first. It's probably gonna take me a few weeks to get this edited up. Things are extremely busy right now, but we'll get it out to you guys as soon as we can. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see y'all soon.
Perfect. Keep her going. Yep. Keep her going.